I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Whatever's out there, we can handle it. Do what you need to do.
We'll leave you to it then. Nadia, Dr. Kimball, let's see how the farming crews are doing.
What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah blah blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians. With weapons. Making their way toward the colony in swarms.
You said Nostaral had an idea about who's running the operation. Melora?
He's got profiles on all of the major Sith, their specialties, favorite meals, everything. If he says it's Melora, odds are he's right. She doesn't care about strategy or conquest. She wants to control life itself. For Melora, war is just a test for her creations. Ossus is riddled with old, buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels, they'll be cut off and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
Then let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
Let's blow stuff up. Na-na-na-na.
I've got a little mission for you. Head for the water distribution systems.
Dan bij PvP. Dat ook niet. En ook weg. Oeh.
On
it.
Wow, these numbers are off the charts. This water supply will last for decades. Great work.
Great work. Shuttle. Do.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Reminder,
Oh.
mechanized travel is for official business only.
Da.
was too close.
Close. Biorąc. Ja mam lepszy.
That was too close.
Way. Do 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 do. Technology.
That was too.
Terug naar boven. Nou, zo. Die.
Here we go. That was too close.
Zo.
Incoming! May the force be with you.
Do-do. Do. Cannot reach that far away.
Let's take one more look around before we set off the charges. There's gotta be something here the old man would want.
The way you...
More than my first... The 5 of my... I can't... Yeah, the sign...
He was...
Yeah, let's... We've...
Of course. Yeah, I'm...
Do you...
They're clear.
We'll ready...
Zo. Pauze.
May the force be with you.
Eens even. Inventory een beetje leeg. Oké. Waar? Oh ja. Ja. Dus. meteen opgeruimd.
You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Even zoeken.
May the force be. Incoming!
Were there any survivors after the supernova?
I think there were, and I'm pretty sure they're still here. The old man agrees, but most of the others aren't convinced.
What makes you so sure?
Every time, we've dug into the deeper chambers of the old ruins. Weird things have happened. Tools and lights going missing. We find footprints in the sand where nobody's walked. That kind of stuff. I can just feel that there's some kind of life here apart from us. Whoever it is, they're staying hidden. Probably the smart move.
Daar. Oh. Gezellig. Bonus. EXP.
That was too close. Enemy!
Nee, is wel heel gezellig.
That was too close.
Echt wel. Damn. zoveel pijn.
I sense more of them. A lot more. There must be an army of them below us. Here we go! Keep your distance when the warriors go down. They're putting off some kind of spore. It seems weaker when we take down the warriors. Focus on the swarm.
Zo. Lord. Dood. Om. Du, 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 du. Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're finished here.
I can't get the old man on the hollow. We'd better head back and make sure nothing's happened.
Da, 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 da.
Our sensors are being jammed, along with our communications, both short and long range. Disruptions like this can mean only one thing.
Asian.
That you haven't been paying your bills?
The Empire will come in earnest now. This doesn't fit Melora's pattern. She never bothered to disable enemy communications during her siege of Nantoon. Something very strange is happening. We have to move quickly. Many of our people are still outside the colony. Some at the farms, and the rest at the ancient library. We should split up.
You don't need to act like we have a choice, old man. No way you're leaving this planet without seeing that library one more time.
We can handle evacuating the farms, then meet you at the library afterward. Your people will get out of here safely, Master. I promise.
The first shuttles will start launching while we gather the stragglers. They could send a distress signal once they escape the jamming zone.
I'll get you General Daeroon's direct frequency. He's the best person to contact.
I'm sure the Republic's just gonna sweep in and save the day.
Even if they merely pick up our evacuation craft, it would be a huge help. I'll pass the information on. Thank you, Commander. Before you go, Tao, we need to finish our discussion about your Padawan.
Now? Really? This feels like a good time.
It is always a good time to learn, teach, and grow.
We already had this discussion, which is why I don't have a Padawan. You don't want more Jedi like me. One is bad enough.
You think that if so many good Jedi die and you survive, then you must not be a good Jedi. You think that the reason you've survived, your skill in battle, is the only skill you've mastered, so you must be a bad Jedi. But the only lesson you need to learn is that you are more than the killer you see in yourself. Teach, and you will see just how much more.
You believe in me more than anyone I've known, and I appreciate that, but I'm just not ready. Look, can we save this for later? The imps aren't waiting around, and neither should we.
Very well. You check on the farms, I'll check on the library. And we'll meet afterward to select your Padawan.
Damn it, old man.
May the Force be with you.
Ook zeg, we verwachten dat we dan B stonden. Gezien het filmpje.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Be safe out
Kom
there.
maar, in vast travelen.
May the Force be.
En nou moeten we erop liggen. Dus nu even die turrets op. Tuurlijk.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
On.
Bij de turret te kunnen. Dat meteen trekken. Niet. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, dat waren 5 turrets.
That should do it. Let's find Nadia and the others.
You can't just leave. Not now.
You have to. Take the others and get moving. I can handle a few Sith.
We're here to help.
Tau! Commander, you're just in time. See, Zarios? Now we can handle whatever the Empire throws at us.
It's not about you. If the Imps land a single shot on D9 before he finishes, we'll lose everything.
What do you mean?
All of our data. We grew crops in a radioactive wasteland. What we've learned could increase crop yields all across the Republic. Imagine how many people we could feed.
We'll handle it, Zarios. We need you to head to the shuttles and get everyone loaded up. The faster the better.
D9 won't get a scratch. You can trust us.
If you're wrong, if something happens...
Imperial's coming in fast. Get moving, Zarios. I won't say it again.
Do.
All right, let's go.
May the Force be with you. Enemy!
Hij is hier niet in de buurt van een robot gekomen.
Tau?
Everyone okay?
Good here. I'm glad we got Zarios and the others out of here. That got a bit exciting. D9, were you able to get the files?
Get this back to the colony right away, Nadia. Make sure the Republic gets a copy.
Of course. I'm never gonna let Zarios live this one down. Speaking of, I'd better catch up with him and the rest of the crews. Make sure they get back to the colony safely. Really appreciate the help, Commander. We're lucky you joined us when you did. I'll meet you both back at the shuttles.
We should hurry to the old library. If they sent a force like this just for some farms, there's no telling how many troops they sent there.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Do 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 do. Do. No. Level 2. Wordt klaar.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Dat is dat. Level. Graag. Dat is de laatste.
That was too close. Do 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 do. Here we go. On.
Na 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 na.
Enemy.
Gezien. Stoek.
Enemy! Ugh, that was too close.
Wat eigenlijk achter. Wacht maar. Gaat er niet.
Here we go! That was too close.
Dus de andere kant slaan en nog hoor ik het ook graag. Dat is wel heel grappig.
Incoming!
There must be something. Something. Somewhere. Where? You alright there, Sith lady person?
such a mess. Always such a blasted mess with him.
Where is Nosteral? What have you done to him?
What? Oh, the Jedi. Over there somewhere. But you're rather too late to help him, I think.
Wrong answer.
This is your last chance, Sith. Surrender.
Tiresome. Ignorant. Ah! You speak to Darth Malora of the Dark Council. And your interruptions end now.
Heel zeker?
Die and be silent, fools!
There's something different about these mutants. Watch out!
Enough! You will not win! You cannot win!
Melora's barrier has failed. Now's our chance.
Beetje aan het opruimen hoor. Wel heel veel. Ja, dat is de melk.
Fools. Ignorant fools.
He's alive.
Truly? Lord Malgus has lost his edge.
Malgus?
Oh yes. This is all his handiwork. I would never make such a mess of a library. Even one belonging to a Jedi. Malgus usurped my entire operation. A veritable ballet of predatory evolution, discarded in favor of the bludgeoning fists of a toddler.
That's impossible. Malgus died years ago.
Apparently it didn't take. Malgus is alive, here on this planet. Though operational might be more accurate. A machine with pieces of a desiccated Sith Lord bolted into it hardly deserves to be called alive. Life is far more variable, more adaptable, capable of true change, and thus true power. The Force is life, and only life can truly command its depth.
Will you shut up? Malgus or not, we have to get the old man back to the colony now.
We'll find a way to move him safely and head straight for the colony.
The dig team used hover sleds when they were working in here. We'll find one and use that to carry him.
You realize Malgus is on his way to burn your colony to the ground, yes? He could hardly say he finished my work if he leaves it standing. That would be them now.
30 seconds to objective, my lord. Enemy fighters, evade!
Those are Republic fighters.
They made it. They actually made it.
Good afternoon, Commander. Before you ask, rest assured. I brought tea.
You have great timing, General. We can't thank you enough.
I only wish we could have been here sooner.
Can you bring medics to our position? We have urgently wounded people here.
Right away. We'll evacuate everyone to the colony. Medical and support teams are landing as we speak. Daerun out.
I'll just be going then.
I don't remember saying you could leave.
Taking me prisoner will waste time and personnel that you'll need to treat the wounded, like your friend here. I'm sure I'm not worth the effort.
I think a prisoner like you could tell us a lot of interesting things
Attention,
about
we are being
Malgus
followed.
and the
Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Tiresome.
Avrira, bedankt voor de follow. Welkom, welkom.
Thanks to the distress calls, we were able to sweep in and pick up all of the evacuation shuttles before the Empire could deploy pickup teams of their own.
That's a huge relief. We can never thank you enough, General.
All too happy to help. All evacuees will be transported to safety in Republic space. I know of some settlements on Tanab that could put good farmers to use, if any are interested.
Your help is greatly appreciated, General.
Speaking of farms, I have already forwarded your data to a friend of mine, an outstanding Shatej player from the Agriculture Administration. They tell me the information from your farms is likely to revolutionize our entire logistical structure. Countless millions may be fed thanks to your efforts.
I'm glad I could help.
Any chance your fighters got Malgus in the attack?
It's possible, but seems a bit too much to hope for. Darth Malgus back on the front lines. This is a dark day for the Republic. We caught him off guard this time. I doubt we'll be so lucky again.
We beat Malgus before. We can beat him again.
With your help,
Dat is waar.
I believe it.
Aantal keer zijn
Is he
ass
all right?
gekikt.
Did he make it?
Nostral's wounds were severe. Cauterized perforation of the upper ventricle, ocular damage from oxygen exposure, catastrophic muscular and nerve damage to the left forearm. Fortunately, he received treatment from the most brilliant, skilled, and handsome doctor in the entire galaxy, so he's gonna pull through.
Oh, that's great to hear. Good work, Doc.
Anyone else need patching up? I'm on a roll.
Thank you, Doc. I mean it.
That's what I do.
The soldiers are still digging through some of the worst of the damage to the library.
Torel, Reyna, and Z are still missing, and I can't sense them. That makes 15. I'll update again when we finish clearing the rubble.
The old man was right to bring us here. We needed this time to heal. And to remember what makes us Jedi. We've hidden long enough. The evil of the Sith doesn't stop just because we aren't there to oppose them. Quite the opposite. I'm no master, and I can't speak for the Order, but I can say this. The Republic needs the help of the Jedi. So let me be the first to volunteer.
I am deeply honored to accept. I'll have quarters prepared for any Jedi who wish to join you aboard my flagship.
We're already packed, and I think this will end up being a much more worthy destination. Commander, thank you. Without you, this would have been a much darker day for us all.
I'm always glad to help out the Jedi.
We're lucky to have friends like you. May the Force be with you.
Doe. Paar leveltjes.
When the dawn came, the Zell awakened and saw the Tongs upon the high place and were afraid. For the morning light caught the glint of helms and weapons and created phantom warriors made of dazzle and distance. But the cleverest of them were not deceived. The Empire thought they could make this a grand first strike in their renewed war against us. They hoped to destroy the Jedi, to destroy us with fear before we ever faced them in open battle. Thanks to you, they failed.
The Jedi are renewed allies of the Republic. Our people have seen that the Sith are vulnerable whenever we stand united. This war will be dark and brutal and vicious. But we will stand against that darkness together. Together, we will win.
Misschien. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dat maar even doen, hè. Half 11. Gaan we daar zo mee stoppen? Even kijken. Ik moet nog een speech geven, geloof ik. Hold up.
All right, looks like we've got just about everyone. How are we doing?
Internal security remains solid. I've caught 3 Imperial spies since Ossus. 2 attempted to enlist, and the other presented herself as a merchant seeking new trade relations. Unfortunately, they fled before they could be caught and interrogated about their specific objectives.
We should coordinate your efforts with the SIS. They could be helpful. Theron, can you get us in touch with one of their people?
Of course. I know just the guy. My assets have brought in solid intel from all of the major battles along the front lines. I'll keep forwarding everything to Baywan for analysis.
My people are using that intel to create new write-ups for the major field commanders on both sides. Should help us predict strategic probabilities going forward. Until we get a specific request for aid, I've deployed our fleet in a defensive posture around Odessen. Speaking of ships, one of our frigates went AWOL. The crew is ex-Imperial, so we're pretty sure they're heading back home. I can't blame them for not sticking around to fight their old allies, but that ship wasn't theirs to take. How should I deal with them?
Track them down, but stick with your ion cannons. I only want the ship back. The crew members are free to go where they like.
Understood. Once our people have retaken the frigate, they'll drop the crew off at the closest neutral port.
Nothing so dramatic occurring in our science lab. Improvements to Odessen's planetary shields have been successfully completed.
All right. Hilo?
We've had to step up security for my crews. Piracy is becoming a bigger problem on their runs. Lucky for us, you're friends with Mandalore. Now that word's spread that her people are riding along, nobody messes with our transports.
Good to hear. Anything else?
Me and the crew have been running one of the old Thranta corvettes. We're patrolling the route between here and Zakul. It's bad over there. Some of the city spires have closed themselves off completely. Others are actually taking shots at each other. And those gangsters from the exchange? They're moving in all over the place. Nearly half the provisional government is tied to them somehow. I know they want to go their own way. But Zakul is my home. It's home for a lot of our people. I think we should try to help.
How do you think we could help them?
The most important thing is to get the exchange out of there. The Knights are practically non-existent now. There's no law. I know it's not our place to go after them on Zakul. So let's go after them before they get there. Give me 3 extra ships, and we'll intercept any exchange members we find headed for Zakul. Without any muscle or bribes to back them up, they'll crumble.
Sounds like a good plan. The ships are yours, Koth.
Thank you. Gonna enjoy taking those scumbags down.
Sana Ray is touring the reconstruction efforts on Voss, so I believe we're finished.
I'd like to say a few words before we end the meeting.
Yes, Commander?
I want to thank you all for standing by me. We have survived so much, overcome so much. That was only possible because of all of you. The galaxy is as chaotic as ever. But if we stand by one another, we'll find our way through.
You can count on us. There was one final matter for you. We received a message from Alec Raynon, a reporter for the Public News Network. He'd like to speak when you have a moment. I've loaded his frequency into your holocom.
Thought we could use a moment alone. I have to say, it feels good to work with the Republic again. We spent so many years dealing with Suresh and people like her. It's easy to lose faith, to forget what we all signed up for in the first place. The Republic might finally be ready to live up to its own standards. I'm glad to be a part of it.
The Republic has always been my home. It feels good to be back after so long.
Plus, Coruscant has way better restaurants than Droman costs. I'm glad we could talk. I'll catch you later.
Commander, what a pleasure. Alec Raynon, Republic News Network. Your little comeback has everybody talking. Would you like to join the conversation?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Oh, nothing too formal. You, me, and a friendly conversation about the Alliance and the Republic. I think it would boost morale for people to hear about how you're going to win this nasty old war for us. How about it?
Count me in. Where should we meet?
We film in a studio on Carrick Station. Meet me there when you're ready.
Op naar Carrick Station.
Jonas, did you set up this interview request?
Of course not. But I'll pull some strings. I'll make sure you get a nice big audience. This is a great chance to inspire the people of the Republic. Don't forget to dress sharp.
Ook al. Niet hoppakee. Nou, dan doen we nog het interview. En dan vind ik het mooi geweest voor vandaag. Yes. Running.
Commander, welcome. Follow me and we'll get started. Our studio's just this way.
Live in 3, 2...
Welcome back to Republic News. I'm your host, Alec Raynon. Tonight's guest has a colorful history as a transport pilot and freelance adventurer across countless worlds. But nowadays, you're simply known as the Commander, leader of the alliance that overthrew the Zakulian Empire, a hero to the entire galaxy. How does it feel to return to the Republic?
It feels great, Alec. I'm excited to move forward and bring the Alliance closer to the Republic.
Glad to hear it. Some people in your position might have felt abandoned given the Republic's treaty with Zakul precluded any official support for the Alliance. And despite those difficult circumstances, you remained loyal. You supported the Republic's efforts on Iokath, for example. Why is that?
I could never abandon the Republic. I had to help them, no matter the risk.
As you've proven since then. At the request of Republic personnel, you defended the Jedi colony on Ossus when it came under Imperial attack. It was during that attack that we learned of the survival of Darth Malgus, possibly the Empire's most feared battle commander. How did his reappearance make you feel?
Malgus is dangerous, but we've beaten him before. We can do it again.
Your confidence is reassuring. I'm afraid we're just about out of time, so let's get to the heart of things. The war against the Sith Empire. Can we win?
With the Alliance joining forces with the Republic, the Empire doesn't stand a chance.
I like the sound of that. Any final comments before we wrap up?
The Republic is a place where all the peoples of the galaxy come together to create something greater than ourselves. If we're going to win, we'll do it by working together to bring out the best in everyone.
Inspiring words indeed. Thank you so much to our special guest. I'm Alec Rainin. Good night, and stay strong.
Transmission complete.
Great show. We'll have to bring you back again soon.
Do 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 do.
Great work, Commander. You looked good, and you sounded even better.
Yo. Nou, hebben we dat interview ook gehad. Dan gaan wij er mee stoppen voor vandaag. 11:30 geweest.